Hey guys, so today I'm going to read you a story all about measuring, which is something we're going to be practicing this week and in the weeks to come. And this story is really great. It's called Measuring Penny. And Nora, I think you especially are really going to like this story because it's all about dogs. Measuring Penny, written and illustrated by Laureen Leedy. My name is Lisa, and my teacher says our next big homework project is to measure something. Which one do you think Lisa is? Mr. Jason says we can measure anything, like a sofa, television set, or a doll. And on the blackboard there it says measuring homework, due next Tuesday. Choose something to measure. Measure it in as many ways as you can. Height, width, length, weight, volume, temperature, time. Record your results. Include at least one comparison. It's taller than blank, or it's heavier than blank, etc. Remember, a measurement always has two parts. A number, a unit. I am 6 feet tall. So 6 was the number and feet was the unit. Which units can you use? Here are some examples. Standard units, which are the things you'll find on a ruler, like inches, feet, yards, centimeters, meters, or if you're measuring volume, teaspoons, cups, gallons, or weight, pounds, minutes, etc. Non-standard units are things you can measure with that aren't in special measurements like a ruler or a cup. Paper clips, bricks, frogs, marbles, pencils, toes, etc. You can use your imagination. So listen carefully to that because that's something I want you guys to do at home too. I want you to measure things with your rulers, but I also want you to pick some non-standard things to measure with. You could use your crayons in your box of crayons to measure things, to see how many crayons long something is. You might have some dolls that you'd like to line up. You might have little race cars that you could use to line up and measure things with. So like it says, use your imagination. When I got home today, my dog, Penny, jumped all over me as usual. Hey, I could measure Penny for homework. She's a Boston Terrier and is bigger than a pug and smaller than a Cocker Spaniel. She's about the size of a Shetland sheepdog. Penny, please stop drooling. Come on, Penny, I'll get a ruler and we'll run over to the park. Look at all the dogs out here today. Hey, get down. I can't believe how many dogs live around here. Fine, I'll measure some of you too. We're supposed to use a standard unit. So she's going to use her ruler first. So let me use inches to see how long your noses are. Stop licking my face. Okay, so she's got 3 dogs here and she's measuring their noses with a ruler. The Shetland sheepdog nose is 4 inches. Penny's nose was 1 inch and the pug was only half an inch long. Penny's measurements. Her nose, the length was 1 inch. The unit she used was an inch. Tail, length, 1 dog biscuit. Unit, dog biscuit. So over here she did the tails. Instead of using a ruler, she decided to use dog biscuits. How many dog biscuits long were all their tails? And look, Penny's was only 1 dog biscuit long. I'll measure your tails with a non-standard unit. Dog biscuits, will you please hold still? Penny has the shortest tail. The Fox Terrier was 4 dog biscuits. The mixed breed was 6 dog biscuits, and the Greyhound's tail was 10 dog biscuits long. I'll measure your ears with another non-standard unit. Cotton swabs. That might be something you have around your house. Don't wiggle so much. Those are the things you use to clean your ears over here. The pug's ear was half a swab. Penny's was 1 swab. And the Basset Hound's ears were 3 swabs long. Penny's ear, length 1 swab. Unit, cotton swab. Let's see how wide your paw prints are. I'll turn over my ruler and I'll measure with another standard unit that's on the ruler, centimeters. The mixed breed's paw print was 5 centimeters long. The Dachshund was 2.5 centimeters. Penny's was 3 centimeters. And the Cocker Spaniel was 4 centimeters. Penny's paw print, width 3 centimeters. Unit, centimeter. So she's telling how long it was and what she used to measure it. I want to see how tall you all are. Everybody sit. Go over here. The Greyhound was 36 inches. That's 3 feet tall. Cocker Spaniel, 24 inches. That's 2 feet. And the Dachshund, 12 inches, 1 foot. The mixed breed dog was 4 feet tall, 48 inches. And Penny, 18 inches, 1.5 feet. Penny's height, 18 inches. Unit, inch. Let's see how high you can jump. Penny can jump up to my waist. I could use myself to measure with. The Basset Hound could jump to my knees. Penny could jump to my waist. The Fox Terrier jumped to her shoulders. And the Greyhound jumped over her head. The Shetland Sheepdog jumped chest high. And the Pug and Dachshund are not jumping at all. Penny's jump, as high as my waist. The unit she used to measure, me. There's no scale here in the park, so I can't weigh anything. Hey, wait a minute, I could use the seesaw to see how heavy Penny is compared with the other dogs. The seesaw is down on Penny's end, so she's heavier than the Pug. Weight comparison. Penny is heavier than the Pug. But look over here. Now Penny's end is up because she's lighter than the Cocker Spaniel. Lighter than the Cocker Spaniel. The seesaw is balanced, so she weighs about the same as the Shetland Sheepdog. Same as the Shetland Sheepdog. So she would even be able to tell how much Penny weighed. More, less, or the same as some of these other dogs. You look thirsty, Penny. We better go home and get you a drink. See you later, everybody. Let's stop in the bathroom so I can weigh you. Get on the scale. Hey, you're exactly 16 pounds. Now let's go to the kitchen for your drink. Penny's weight, 16 pounds. Unit, pound. Mr. Jason says volume is the amount of space something fills, like water in a cup. So what volume of water do you want? A cup, a pint, a quart, or a gallon? Maybe a tablespoon or a teaspoon? Lots of different choices. You drank a cup of water already today, and I'll give you another cup now. I suppose you're hungry too. No, you can't have the whole bag of dog food. I'll give you half a cup. Water, 1 to 3 cups per day. Food, 1 cup of dry food, half a cup of canned. Sometimes Dad and I make homemade dog biscuits. We measure the ingredients so they taste good. At least to you-know-who, Penny. They've got to use their recipe to measure exactly right. I'm going to follow Penny around all day Saturday to measure how much time I spend taking care of her. Wow, she's even measuring how much time she spends with Penny. Penny's time schedule: 6 a.m., wake up. 6 to 7, patrol house. 7 o'clock, bark to wake up everybody. 7:05, take a quick walk. 7:10, eat breakfast. 7:20, beg for scraps. 8 o'clock, howl when mom goes out. 8:10, take a nap. 8:45, nibble dog biscuits. 12 o'clock, eat lunch. 12:15, take a nap. 1 o'clock, gnaw bone. 1:15, investigate weird noises in the basement. 2 o'clock, snooze for a while. 2:30, bark, run in circles. 2:35, go for a long walk. 3:45, carry the newspaper in. 4 o'clock, watch cartoons. I'll make a poster for this part. Taking care of Penny. How much time does it take? Feeding her takes 10 minutes. Brushing her takes 15 seconds because she has short hair. Walking her takes 5 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon, 10 minutes at night. Playing with her, half an hour to 1 hour. Weekly, giving her a bath, 15 minutes to an hour. Clipping her toenails, 5 minutes. The units I used here were hours, minutes, and seconds. I'll measure how quickly Penny can run to different places. She can get from her bed to the kitchen in 6 seconds. Penny's times. Her bed to her dish, 6 seconds. Across the backyard, 4 seconds. Around the block, 5 minutes. To the park, 7 minutes. To my bus stop, 15 seconds. But this time she was measuring time using minutes and seconds. Oh, temperature is important to Penny. She doesn't like things that are too hot or too cold. Penny likes to go on longer walks when the weather is nice. In fact, you can almost tell the temperature outside just by looking at her. Now she's measuring temperature. When it's hot out or when it gets cold out. The last thing I'm going to measure Penny with is money. Mom looked through her checkbook to help me figure this out. We decided Penny is kind of expensive. Cost of having Penny. To buy a puppy, $275. Food for a year, $400. Vet for 1 year, $120. Toys, collar, etc., $75. This time I used dollars and cents as my unit. But she's worth a lot too. The value of having Penny. As a burglar alarm, $1,000. As an exercise machine, $500. As entertainment, $20 a day. For love, $1 million. I'm sure Mr. Jason will give me a good grade on this measuring project. Penny, maybe we should change your name to Million. There she is giving her a kiss. Isn't that sweet? I think this is a great book and talks a lot of different ways to measure things. And the way you're going to practice measuring things, though, is kind of what she did at the beginning, using her ruler and using non-standard measurements. We're going to measure length, how long something is, or maybe how wide something is. I'll let you choose that. Okay, so you can always go back and listen to this story again if you're not sure how to use the ruler, or to get some ideas on some of the things you could use to measure things with. You could use your hand, how long your hand is. Like I said, you could use some toys to line up to see how many of your toys long something is. And you could use something that you have around the house, like she did with the cotton swabs, those things you put in your ears to clean them. That's what she used. You could use forks or spoons, anything you have at your house. So have fun measuring. Bye.